In today's video, we're talking about my 5 biggest mistakes I've made from running my $1 million law firm. So it's been 7 years on my journey of running my law firm ever since I started in 2015. And I read so many books, I've talked to so many people, I've done so much, but I've also made a lot of mistakes. And I've narrowed down the top mistakes that I've made that you can learn from that will also help you be able to grow the fastest and most successful law firm for yourself. All right, so let's go to the whiteboard to be able to get this done. We've done this for other videos, and it seems like I think lawyers are liking this, so let's keep it going. Number 1, my top 5 biggest mistakes of running a $1 million law firm is, number 1, doing everything myself. And guess what? I'm not the only one who's made this mistake. There's so many law firm owners that are currently dealing with this. They're one-man shows, doing a little bit of everything, doing the billing, doing the follow-ups, talking to clients, taking care of the clients, asking for reviews, doing a little bit of marketing, posting, doing a little bit of everything. That's a mistake. And I was actually at that stage for 4 years, 4 years or so, where I did everything myself. I'm literally from talking to the client, talking to the leads, following up, signing them up, doing the marketing, asking for reviews, talking to vendors, all that stuff. I did everything myself until I learned about team building. I learned about hiring and managing, and that really helped me scale up from there. So if you are somebody who's in that stage where you feel like you're doing everything yourself, you need to get yourself a mentor who can show you how to be able to hire and manage people, because the only way to grow is to do it with other people. All right, number 2. Second biggest mistake I made is not hiring virtual assistants sooner. Virtual assistants, the biggest ROI decision I've ever made for my law firm is learning about virtual assistants and then hiring as many as I could, because I realized that that's going to be my biggest leverage for my law firm. And I wish I would have learned about virtual assistants sooner, which I actually did. It was a while ago, 5 years ago. I've been using virtual assistants, at least 5 or 6 years now. But I wish I would have found out about them in my first year and hired as many as I could. Once I realized the power and the value of virtual assistants, I started hiring as many as I could. Actually, I could share with you a story. In my second year, I did analysis. I learned about virtual assistants. I believe I hired 7 virtual assistants in my first year. And my mentor made me analyze, my entire staff. And guess what? My entire staff was virtual. So I analyzed for every single person who they were, how many hours did they work, and how much did I pay them for the whole year, and what was my expected value in my head that I kind of evaluated, and just give an approximate a number of how much value that there were. And I realized that this person that I paid $4,000 was valued at $60,000 to me. This person that I paid, I remember it was like $1,800, was valued at $100,000 to me. And then that was pretty much the case for all the VAs, that there were at least 1,000% ROI. That means 10x, 10 times more than however much I paid them was the value that they brought me. So once I realized that, I basically made a rule for myself that I'm gonna hire as many virtual assistants as I could and not stop. And guess what? I've done that. At this point, I've hired over 200 virtual assistants. Right now, we have about 70, 80 that are active, and continue hiring. And also now our VAs tell us, "Hey, Sam, are you hiring?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm always hiring." They just give me their contact information. They tell me what they're good at, and based on what they're good at, I put them in that position. So if you're not using virtual assistants, make sure you get on that ASAP. Number 3 is, a lot of people fall for this also, is learning from too many people. Learning from too many people or too many sources. Kind of going on a binge of just learning, watching a lot of YouTube videos, reading books, going on TikTok. You feel like you're learning, but it doesn't get you anywhere. If anything, it's a blockage for you to actually implement and do things. So instead of learning from a lot of different sources, I want you to cut down, unsubscribe, unfollow the people that you're just consuming from, and actually go instead listen to the people that are gonna give you the most practical advice for what you need at this stage of your life. You don't need general advice. You need stuff that you need at this moment of your life. Let's just say if you're at a stage where you're learning about how to hire go only learn about that. Don't necessarily learn about how to save money on when it comes to this or that, like that. So avoid general knowledge and cut down on the people that you learn from, and only try to learn from at least maybe just 3 people max. Have a rule. Ideally 1 person that you learn from, religiously, and then max 3 people. That's what I suggest. Number 4. I wish a lot of people would have this. I know I teased you guys right before I did write these, but not finding I'm gonna leave it blank, sooner. What do you think it is? Not finding a mentor sooner. Okay, somebody that can just give you the shortcuts of how to grow faster. That's what a mentor is. Okay, it just saves you time to be able to get there without making as many mistakes by yourself. Okay, when you're trying to figure things out by yourself, you're limited by how much you know. But when you bring someone in who's more sophisticated and has more experience and has a bigger vision than you, then they're able to just just by a short conversation, they could tell you things that could really open up your eyes and get you really to take a shortcut to success. I have a mentor, and I worked closely with my mentor for 3-4 years until I realized the power of having a mentor, and that's when I decided to become a mentor for other people. So if you don't have a mentor, go get a mentor. If you're a lawyer, join for our program. This is exactly what we do. We basically mentor people. We share with them, and we help people achieve their dreams when it comes to their law firms. So if you don't have a mentor, basically join Legal Funnel. The link is in the description. Number 5 is not understanding the power of leverage sooner. Leverage. I wish I would have learned about leverage sooner, because this is what life is all about. If you want to grow fast, leverage is just a way for you to be able to grow fast. And there's 3 types of leverages when it comes to your life. You know what? I'm not going to erase this. Number 1 is labor, which is basically hiring people. This is the lowest level of leverage. We'll talk about that later in a later video. Number 2 is, some people call it media. I call it content. By creating videos and writing blog articles or podcasts, or however way you want to produce content, you're able to create one piece of content that could be watched or consumed by hundreds and thousands of people. That's a huge leverage in your life. Or number 3, technology. By creating systems, automations, using softwares, you're able to do more with less work, right? You have a CRM, central place, where your team be able to tap into. That saves you a lot of time. So those are the biggest leverage in your life. Learn about what these are. I just touched about this. Maybe I'll make another video just about leverage. But make sure to use labor to your advantage. Use content to be able to replicate yourself, and use as much technology, sign up for as many softwares and tools as you can to duplicate yourself. Again, so just to recap, doing everything yourself. If you feel like you're doing everything yourself, stop, hire more. Number 2, hire more virtual assistants. Number 3, stop learning from too many people. Just cut it down. Just go only unsubscribe. I unsubscribe people all the time. I unfollow people all the time, like every day. I make a mental thing. I'm like, literally this morning I stopped following a bunch of people on purpose. Number 4, not finding a mentor sooner. Find a mentor, or if you're a lawyer, join Legal Funnel. And number 5, understand the power of leverage. Because once you use this to your advantage, then you will to quickly grow. Just to give you guys some idea, once I understood this power of leverage, in my first 3 or 4 years of business, I was able to quadruple my business. And ever since then, I've been able to double my business in the past 2 or 3 years, just by understanding these concepts. All right, so if you got value from this video, just please take a moment right now to give this video a like. Just do it, please, I beg you. The more likes I get, incentivizes me to want to make more of these videos. And if you haven't already, turn on the bell notification. That way you get notified every time a video gets posted. Right now we're posting 1 video a day, which is really powerful. And if you know of another lawyer that you can share this video with, make sure to share it with them. And also, if you haven't heard yet, Virtual Law Firm Secrets. If you are a lawyer, you need to grab this book. It will reveal to you all the secret sauces for how to run a virtual law firm. It's a game changer. If you haven't grabbed it yet, the link will be in the description. Definitely grab it. It will be a game changer for you. And if you have any questions about joining about our program, the link will be in the description for that as well. All right. I'll see you in the next video.